Hi, it's Summer. I wanted to remind you of how significant awareness practices are, especially in a time like this. There's so much noise and confusion going on in our minds, and being able to sit still with nothing to do other than watch the breath and engage in awareness is an essential key to anything that you're trying to accomplish at this point in time. Awareness is the ground, the basis for all of creation. So everything that we're looking to bring into our lives to create a sense of newness, it comes from this ground of awareness. It's the blank screen, the blank space, and quieting all the noise of our mind and getting to this space, even if it's a really difficult practice of sitting for 15, 20, 30 minutes of watching the breath in and out. It creates a little bit of space between the thoughts, between the noise of our mind. And I promise that sticking to a regular practice brings so much benefit and ability for us to have a sense of compassion, not only for ourselves, but in life situations, to create the space of allowing. That doesn't mean that we spiritually bypass or we stand by and let things happen that we don't approve of. It means that we allow the circumstances in our lives, like, instead of trying to muscle through and force and make things happen, which always causes an intense amount of stress, friction in our relationships. Instead of that muscling through, the allowing is like the field of awareness holds our dreams and our visions and our wishes and our desires. And when we allow, we make space to allow the plan to unfold. Awareness teaches us how to be in that space of allowing that we're taking action, we're showing up, we're committing to the goal and the plan, but we're allowing the direct next step, the best next step to come in and of itself, like on its own. And so this is really just encouragement, reminder, support to not give up on those practices. And if you have, there's no reason to feel guilty. Just come back. Just set really tangible, clear goals for yourself. It might be starting with 3 or 5 days a week in 10 minutes. First thing when you wake up. My favorite way to share practice is to wake up, to lay in bed, to kind of lull around for a few moments and remember all the things that you're grateful for. Get up, brush your teeth, drink a little bit of water with lemon or some warm water. Allow your body to clear out what it needs to clear out. Potentially do just this tad bit of cleaning. Don't get too involved, and then just sit, find your comfortable seat, your cushion, just the right height that allows you to have a tall spine and there's no problem in the hips or the knees, and then set a timer and commit to that, just 10-15 minutes every week. Then add another minute to that until you're building yourself up to 30 minutes a day. Start in the morning. It's always like a really beautiful way to set yourself up for a positive, supportive day. And then you can add your evening practice if that feels like something you want to start adding in, an evening practice of sitting before you go to bed. The world needs this right now. It needs our attention. It needs our ability to focus. It needs our ability to sort through all the clutter in our minds, all the information, and find that field of awareness again. So again, awareness is just, has this really beautiful reward of taking us into deep space. It allows us to accomplish all things by being spacious there. And we learn equity in this space because we're not reacting to the things that come up. So in that way of allowing all things to exist, we can can allow different stories to be happening all at the same time. And we're not reacting to our thoughts. We're not following after the thoughts. We're not engaging in thinking more. We're just simply noticing. And what happens is this allows us to see the inequities, to see the controversy or the contradiction even in our own thoughts. So then that gives us this field of awareness to notice that when it happens in communities, in culture, in society, so that we can then have this first non-biased way of observing what's there and really looking and seeing clearly without the coloring of our own personal beliefs. Then when that happens, that we can start to take those next right actions to create more equity in the world around us. But if we don't have this basis of awareness, then we're constantly just sort of like regurgitating information that we've taken in, that we've learned from someone else, we've kind of written and thought about, but it hasn't really hit us on a cellular level in a way that we are able to enact in an equitable way, in a loving way, in a compassionate way, in a joyful way. So this is just encouragement for you today to keep up your practice if you're doing it. If it's hard, keep going. If you fell off, no big deal. It's there. Just wake up tomorrow and start again. And just a reminder that it really makes all the difference in our world. So here's to cheering you on for your practice. Have a really beautiful week, and let's chat soon.